Hey guys, this is Tauna. Today I wanted to do a special video. So this one is basically, we are so close to 1,000 subscribers. I can almost taste it. So I wanted to kind of go through all of my different decks that I've currently been playing or have been working on and stuff. There's a couple in here that are very early in the development, and there's also a couple in here that I've only played a couple times and stuff, and then there's others that I've tweaked and played with so much and enjoyed so much. So I wanted to kind of go through all of my different decks here. Before we get into it though, make sure you subscribe. As I said, we're almost hitting 1,000. I said that if I hit it by the end of today, which will probably be like 12 hours after I post this video or something, then I'm going to add on to the giveaway that we're going to be doing to celebrate 1,000 subscribers, either one or two Outlaws of Thunder Junction precons, but we'll see if we can even hit that. Who knows? But either way, I wanted to go through my 12 different decks here to kind of show you guys what I play and what I've been working on. So the first one here is Pantlaza. So this obviously started out as the Pantlaza precon. However, it has got some serious changes, some really big changes. These ones here are ones that I've cut over there. So ignore the sideboard. Ignore the sideboard on any of these because they're basically cards that I'm in the process of cutting. So basically the idea is to have Pantlaza and play a whole bunch of dinosaurs, and then using those dinosaurs we've got the Discover, and we're going to bring in more dinosaurs and everything. So I've got a whole bunch of different ramp stuff in here to ramp up into our big dinosaurs. Ramp is obviously very important. Transverse the Outlands is one that I just added in here, which is going to be huge for ramp, especially because of having big dinos. We've got like a couple of the Jurassic World cards in here that I've been lucky enough to pull. So we've got Dino DNA, we've got Savage Order, and we've got Welcome To as well in here. Skullspore Nexus is another one that I've just added in here. So worst case scenario, all of my dinos die because they get wiped out or something. We're going to create a huge green fungus dino, but we can also use this to double a creature's power. So, if something's getting through, then I can go double it until end of turn and do some really big stuff with like some of our finishes or something like that. Like a Rampaging Brontodon is already a 7/7. If it's got, +5/+5 because I got 5 lands out. Well, actually, it's more like I'd have 10 lands out, so that's a 17/17. I pop the Skullspore Nexus, and all of a sudden, this is a 34/34, which is insane. We got the Ancient Imperator in here as well for another kind of big finisher too, to make that giant. There's also still some of the minor kind of like enraged stuff in here, but most of the enraged stuff has been cut out just to be, big dinos. We've also got a number of different like tutors and stuff in here. So like Savage Order is a tutor. We've got like not the Evasion of Enquiries as a tutor. We've got Finale of Devastation as a tutor. So a number of various different tutors. This is one of my very much a pet deck. Atali as well. My brother pulled this and then I traded it for him because I figured more dinos is always going to be good. Descendants Path, I was really shocked at how well this one does. Essentially just whatever dinos I reveal off the top of my deck, I can play without paying their mana cost, and then because of having the Pantlaza, they just become another dino, so I get 2 dinos from that. The other one that was crazy that I had the other day was where is he? The Sunfrill Imitator here. Good job. The Sunfrill Imitator, I turned this into Pantlaza, and then from that, the Pantlaza, both the Pantlazas were proccing constantly, and it was becoming some really, really big stuff. Alright, next we've got the Thick Goth Mummy. So this is Amalia. This is around recursion, so a whole bunch of bringing cards back and everything, reanimating. A lot of vampire stuff in here with aristocrats as well. Lots of really, really great stuff in here overall. It's still very much vampires, but there's a lot of vampires that kind of got removed in here for other stuff as well. Just to be able to add in more things, to be able to res, more things to be able to be able to attack and stuff. There's a whole bunch of like, you know, life gain stuff in here too. Exquisite Blood, Sanguine Blood, and then various different versions of them. So Vito, Cliffhaven, Vampire as well. A lot of different cards in here that are meant to be, you know, they end up going infinite. Like there's a lot of different infinites in here. We even have a tutor in here as well. Generally my like my people that I play with and stuff like that aren't playing insane like CEDH stuff or anything, but this one here goes incredibly well. We've got the Paradox from Exile. This is one that I haven't checked out too much. However, it's built around the 12th Doctor and Clara, a whole bunch of playing from Exile stuff or additional stuff to work alongside stuff coming from Exile as well. So like, you know, the Paradox mechanics or that kind of stuff. You know, making it, we've got stuff in here to be able to copy our spells. We've got a finisher, so the Capture of Jinzu, to be able to take multiple turns, and then we copy it, and then we copy it, and etc. etc. Stuff to be able to create some tokens, Feldorn and Third Path, to be able to create some blockers there. A lot of different stuff, basically, just to make use of having a whole bunch of instants, a whole bunch of sorceries, and then taking those and just kind of, you know, playing more stuff from Exile and everything. This is basically how the deck works. It's mostly green and blue, a Spell Slinger, but with some, mostly red and blue Spell Slinger, but with some green stuff in there as well to kind of make use of, you know, some of the other kind of, some of the ramp and stuff from there, so like Elven Chorus and stuff like that. Elven Chorus, because it plays a card off the top, a lot of the stuff in here is like, you know, the 12th Doctor, for example, will proc off of that, because whenever you play a card other than from your hand, you're playing it off the top, so therefore it'll proc off of it. We've got Ahoy Me Boys, so this is stealing. It's purely around theft, a whole bunch of different stuff to do with theft and taking stuff from people. Don Andreas plus Missy is a really potent combo, because then anything that comes back, you don't technically own it. You're controlling it, but you're not owning it. So then all these Cybermen are suddenly 4/4 Menace Death Touch pirates, which is crazy. We've got like, you know, just a whole bunch of stuff in here around stealing stuff. One of the biggest things that I've got in here is where is he? Well, I actually can't find where he is. Ragavan. I got Ragavan. My friend pulled a Ragavan. So still primarily like pirates. It's definitely still, you know, mostly pirates and stuff, but there's some other stuff in here. So like Obeka is in here to make it so that we can end turns, so that way stuff doesn't need to go back to people. Stealing stuff away, a lot of different stuff to steal stuff away and stuff. Angrap to make it so that all the damage is doubled. Just a whole bunch of, you know, just theft. We're just stealing everyone's decks. We're going to be playing everyone else's decks. This one here, allowing us to be able to bring everyone back. Lots of really cool stuff. To then proc Don Andreas's stuff to be able to play cards off, like get the treasures, and also to be able to get the Menace Death Touch, whatever we've managed to steal. We've got the Timey-Wimey, so this one's around Paradox. There is a number of really insane combos in this with the 10th Doctor and the time travel. Like, for example, Rousing Refrain, allowing us to have infinite mana. As Foretold is really, really strong in this deck, because we can just play anything for free. Training Grounds goes great because it reduces this down to only costing 5. We've got, where is it? I gotta change how I'm sorting these, I think. So if we change them to types, this will be easier. So in the art enchantments here, we've also got the Passionate Archaeologist, because this will proc twice. We've got where are they? Oh no, it's a sorcery, that's right. They're under sorceries. We've got Chromatic Escape to give us infinite, like making it so that no one can attack us, and with the time travel we can just keep proccing that. So in one of the games that I was playing against my friends, I would just, you know, time travel, Chromatic Escape procs, therefore no one can attack me until my next turn, and just keep doing that. So unless someone has burn or waste to be able to remove him or anything, and because I had up As Foretold, I was able to just constantly be able to play my 10th Doctor for free, which was pretty bonkers. We've also, actually, no, it wasn't as, I had the rotating fireplace as well, which gives us an insane amount of combos. We've got Inspiring Refrain as well to be able to draw cards and be able to constantly proc that. Dinosaurs in a Spaceship is incredibly strong in this deck. It's primarily wanting to keep, like, you know, the doctors and time travel and stuff like that and suspend, but I did add a whole bunch of cards that weren't necessarily from that, as you can kind of see. Merfolk, so this one here is Huckball. Very, very minor changes, mostly just around the precon. I wanted to, you know, keep a lower-ish power deck, but Huckball himself is just crazy. So we've got a lot of, you know, cards in here that are just all Merfolk, all kind of synergize alongside with Huckball. Just some extra kind of buffs in here that are going to be better. For example, you know, some of the enchantments in here, like Deep Root Pilgrimage, I don't believe was in the precon, making it so that we just create Merfolk every time our Merfolk are tapped. Or Deep Root Waters here, whenever I cast a Merfolk, create a Merfolk. So a lot of, like, you know, create a whole bunch of Merfolk tokens, and then from there, each of our Merfolks explores. We're just getting heaps and heaps of stuff out. The twists and turns allows us to be able to scry and then explore, which is really good. Vi stands for Violence, so this one's around Marika. It's the character that is most like Vi in my opinion, and Vi is my favorite character from League of Legends. This is primarily like around a focusing around her becoming like a Voltron-ish kind of deck, with some other stuff in there as well. It's probably the weakest of my decks. The only time I've played this, I got completely land screwed because I forgot the fact that I needed lands in the deck. It was, I only had 32 lands at the time. So I've gone back and changed it. There's a lot of stuff in here around, like, you know, buffing other stuff up as well, modified creatures, and, you know, just a whole bunch of, like, you know, enchantments and artifacts and stuff like that to be able to create modified creatures or create +1/+1s. And then a lot of kind of stuff to be able to do fights as well. So making it so that I can have Marika go fight stuff, wipe stuff out, and then make people sacrifice all their, you know, artifacts, all their enchantments, etc., etc. Karlach, so this was my first deck, and it's a huge upgraded deck. It's Karlach tokens, so Boros Karlach with Inspiring Leader to be able to give all creatures +2/+2. At the moment, I'm still deciding what I want to do with it. I'm considering turning this into a Caesar deck when the Fallout precons come out, just to, you know, change it up a little bit, add in some black kind of stuff in there as well. However, it's, you know, it's a very fun deck. Create a whole bunch of tokens and then use Karlach to, you know, make them all have fights and additional time and stuff. A lot of stuff in here that I need to change up and everything, but it's still a fun deck that, you know, I think it grows rather well. I've got a couple different things in here that I need to add that's over here on my kind of, you know, sideboard, like the new War Leader's Call, Battle Angels of Tyr that I pulled, a Nesting Dovehawk, that kind of stuff. But at the moment, you know, it's been going pretty well. Mostly around just, you know, just create a whole bunch of tokens. Adam Puckell in this deck is insane because of the fact that all this stuff like Adam Puckell, you've got where else, like Atali's crazy in here. You've got like Krenko's Tin Street Kingpin is insane in here. Neheb's really strong as well. Nahali, Ohari, those guys, like Athari is insane in this because you're going to be able to attack twice because of all these ones that are like, when you attack, do this. You're going to be able to do them twice if you've got Karlach out, and then they're going to create, like, you know, 6/6 tokens and stuff. It's all really bonkers. Dragons upon dragons upon dragons upon dragons upon dragons. This is Miram. Miram is another one of my really great pep decks. So it's like Miram, Karlach, and Pantlaza are like the ones that I kind of gravitate to and have done the most work on. Miram has just slowly been upgraded into this monster of a deck where, you know, I get Miram out, I get another dragon out, and then, you know, it just kind of snowballs from there. I've added in some stuff to like be able to flicker and stuff in here. So like Displacer Kitten, for example, is in here. I've got like, where was that artifact that I added the other day? this pyre of heroes, this one here, allows me to be able to tutor stuff out and just slowly upgrade what I've got out. We've got a whole bunch of instants in here. Divergent Transformations, one that I'm very excited about, because whenever I cast it, I get to exile 2 target creatures, and then I get to reveal the top cards of my library until I reveal one that matches, reveal another creature. So I can exile the clones that I've got out there already from Miram, and because of the fact that they keep because of the fact that I can cast this pretty easily, I'm going to get another 2 things out, and then from that, they're not 2 things, they're 4 things because of Miram, etc. There's just a lot of really, really great ways to be able to play this, and honestly, it's just a fun deck. Miram is bonkers. Miram's insane. Got the Lesbian Detectives, so this is built around Jenny, Flint, and Madame Vastra. This is going to be a change up on the precon that just came out, the Deep Sea Clue. I've pulled that all apart and then added in a whole bunch of green stuff, a whole bunch of red stuff in here. Like we've got Crime Novelist, we've got like Gut, True Soul, Zealot. It's around clues, but it's not kind of, stuck around clues. It's kind of clues plus a little bit of buffing up Madame Vastra and everything like that. Some +1/+1 stuff in here. Just ways to be able to make Madame Vastra just be able to murder everything, and then be able to crack clues to be able to do stuff, get some draw from there, etc. Some really great stuff, and I really like that deck. Voja Wolves, we've already talked about this one in a video. It's just wolves, but Voja, and then multiple different finishes to be able to change it up and make it so that all my wolves are elves and then just one-shot people. And then the final one here is Optimus. So this is Optimus Prime. I got Optimus handed to me from my friend for Christmas, and I went and built a big Jexai, right? This guy. Deck around him with a whole bunch of artifact stuff built around bolstering as well. So a whole bunch of +1/+1 stuff out there. So some really great ways to be able to play this, and I'm really excited to check it out. But that's it for today, guys. I'm going to put the link to my Arca deck down in the comments, so that way you guys can check it out. I hope you guys had a wonderful day, and goodbye.